Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. For this week, I'm just going to be bringing you along with me to see what I get up to this week. Jamie and I are still very much in the thick of recovery from our operations. Jamie had spinal surgery, I have had double knee surgery, and we're still really going through it. And it's also full-blown winter here now in Perth. It's rainy and on the colder side most days. This is going to be a bit more raw and a bit more unfiltered of exactly what life looks like for us at the moment. So I'm going to start off with something I'm really looking forward to. I am off for brunch with my friend. So she's just about to come and pick me up, and we don't really know where we're going to head, but we're thinking Fremantle way. So let's find out. So I am back from brunch. It was absolutely lovely. Here I was making a bit of fuss about how winter is very much here in Perth, and I'm all like, you know, in my hoodie, ready to wrap up for brunch. And we went to the roasting warehouse in South Fremantle. We were sat in the sun. It was 20 something degrees. I was absolutely sweltering, didn't have my sunglasses. We did have to wait a little while for the food. It was extremely busy, but when it did come, it was absolutely lovely. And yes, just a very wholesome start to Sunday. So it is Sunday today, and it is Father's Day in the UK. And I didn't realise, but I'm pretty sure Australia and UK have different Father's Days. Let me just look this up. Yeah, Father's Day in Australia is the 7th of September, and I had absolutely no idea. So I think with other things, like you're used to, you know, the shops starting to talk about Father's Day and stuff like that, but it's really crept up on me. But yes, it's Sunday and it's Father's Day, so I am going to FaceTime my dad and my stepmom. Hello. Happy Father's Day, Father. Fun fact of the day is that Father's Day in Australia is on the 7th of September.
Well, 7th of September is like the beginning of your summer, isn't it?
Yes, I suppose so, like the beginning of March.
I was doing that on equinoctial days.
Yes. I do similarly. Welcome to this week's vlog, sir.
Thanks.
How you doing?
Yeah, like obviously still a million times better than I was pre-surgery, and now I'm just like figuring out what my body can and can't do.
I feel like when you first recover, you're getting better like every single day, like really drastically. And then we're both at the stage now where we're getting like incrementally better, but it just feels like really slow, and that there's no obvious change day to day, which can be a bit frustrating. But anyway, we do occasionally make our own food. Dad and my stepmom set us up with some kind of meals on wheels type vibes, so we have been eating relatively well. I realise I'm buying food out twice in one day in this vlog, but we've just ordered some pizzas in for our Sunday evening dinner from Il Locale in Subiaco.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. In case there was any doubt about that, but mine's got like a white base with pumpkin and pesto and tomatoes, and I'm quite looking forward to it. What's yours got?
I just went for a margarita. I'm normally a bit more adventurous, but like I just wanted something nice and simple.
Yeah. Nice. And for me, this will probably be lunch tomorrow as well. Hello, happy Monday now. I am off to physio. I'm actually seeing an exercise physiologist and not a physiotherapist, which is new for me, but that is what my surgeon recommended. And I just wanted to give an update on how I'm walking. So I'll do a little catwalk for you. So obviously I'm not going to be running a marathon anytime soon, and I still tend to use crutches when I'm kind of out and about. And actually my left leg is worse than my right leg, which my surgeon says is because we are humans and not cars. And that just happens. So I'm hobbling around the flat without crutches, and I can walk kind of short distances without them, still in quite a lot of pain and tightness, and I've lost a lot of muscle in my quads, but that is just the situation at the moment, and I'm looking forward to improving from here. So let's go and head to physio. Good morning. It is now Tuesday. Physio was quite intense yesterday. I did some time on the bike and then lots of different exercises. And yes, I don't know, it's easy to get frustrated in these situations. I just want to be back on my bike, cycling to the beach every morning. So it is, yeah, now Tuesday and it's the morning, and we're actually going to spend some time with my sister and her partner in Vancouver this morning. So they are 15 hours behind us, which actually translates to kind of 9 hours ahead, but of the previous day. So it's kind of yesterday evening for them. And we have quite regularly now just been phoning them for a catch up, and we may even, there are a couple of games we can play on the Xbox together, which I don't know, it just makes them feel so close. So here I am phoning her now. Hello. It's a big moment for you, Philippa. It's a dream come true moment. I am vlogging. Would you like to say hello to the camera? Well, that was a lovely little catch up, and now we are out and about. So swimming, or just being in a swimming pool, is a massive part of both mine and Jamie's rehab. So we are currently off to Lord's Recreation Centre in Subiaco. Now I would prefer to be somewhere like Scarborough, or I think Claremont. Both have really nice outdoor pools where we could be sort of soaking up the sunshine, and there have been some sunny low 20-degree days recently, but today is in the teens and it's threatening to rain, and when it rains here it does really rain. So we're going to Lord's, which is a lovely indoor swimming pool and sports centre, and has a nice walking rehab lane for me, so I can you know, strut my stuff up and down the lanes. And on the rain thing, it's interesting because Perth actually has almost exactly the same amount of rain annually as London, which blows my mind. But the thing is, in Perth it rains almost exclusively June, July and August, so that entire, I think it's about 690 millimetres of rain falls entirely over just 12 weeks, whereas obviously in London it's more spread out over the entire year. So fun fact of the day. So yeah, we get these cold rainy winters in Perth apparently, but with those days of warm 20 degrees sunny in between, which is enough. That means I have not yet succumbed to my usual winter blues, which I am very happy about. Good morning, it is now Thursday, and it's a very big day because I have come out without my crutches, which is feeling pretty good actually. I think that swim the other day was really good, just kind of loosened everything off. And I am off to see the surgeon, so it's a big day of admin and appointments today. I'm seeing my surgeon. Jamie's got back-to-back appointments, so we're kind of logistically shuffling around the city, and then we'll get all of that out of the way. And then we are actually off to see a mortgage advisor, so I'll explain a bit later. But for now I have to first go and get an x-ray and then see what my surgeon has to say. I should also add that if you've been following closely, you will realise that last time I spoke to you it was Tuesday and now it's Thursday. Yesterday was just one of those days, like I had a really sore back, I think just from like using crutches and using my body and limping in a way that I'm not used to. I ended up with a really sore back just for 24 hours, kind of like a spasmy thing. So just a very slow day yesterday, and I'm just so grateful that I'm not working yet, so it's no stress. I can just chill out for the day and not have to worry about it, and I'm feeling much better today, which is great because I'm going to be out and about for most of the day. So that is x-ray done. There's always this moment when you leave, when you go, is there anything to pay today? And today it was all bulk billed, and then sometimes there is a charge. As I say, I always forget to ask before I go in, so maybe I could avoid a surprise. But as I say, relief today that my x-ray was covered by Medicare. Sarah from the future here. I realised I didn't really give you an update as to what the surgeon said. So he's overall happy. Not really a huge amount to report. I did get to see my x-rays. If you don't like x-rays, look away for the next couple of seconds. But I have some very, very impressive 55mm screws in each knee. So if you want to know what I had done, you can go and watch my surgery video, but this is what my knees look like at the moment. And yeah, he will see me again in 2 months' time, but I am on track and doing as well as he could hope, really. So yeah, that is the report from the surgeon. So appointments, well, 2 out of 3 appointments, no, 3 out of 4 appointments done for the day.
Were there 3?
Your appointment, my appointment,
Oh,
your
yeah.
appointment,
Yeah.
our appointment.
Yes.
So
yeah, 3 or 4. Yeah.
3 out of 4 appointments done for the day. And now I'm just testing out the legs in Bold Park, which is one of the many places that we've passed. I've been here before and we've passed together, but we've never both been in a fit state to actually come and enjoy it.
Yeah.
It has been showery. There's a little rainbow in the distance at the moment, but right now it's lovely and sunny, and we probably won't get much more than 100 metres from the car, but that is just enough at the moment, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's nice to be up and about.
We're not quite sure what the shouting is down there. Hear that?
I think there's some sort of stadium down there. No one knows what the stadium is. That's in close proximity to
Oh, isn't that the soccer?
the HBF.
Yeah.
Could be the
Yeah.
HBF. That would make sense. Yeah.
Cool.
Doesn't sound like soccer, but it's something.
Yeah, nice. So as I said earlier, we are now off to speak to a mortgage advisor, which is quite exciting. With me starting work in a few weeks, the next step is going to be to look at where we might move to next. So this is just a fact-finding mission. We've been using online calculators and stuff like that just to see what might be possible for us, but it's time to actually look at some numbers and look at what the next move might look like, which is very exciting. And of course we will document the whole process, but that is what the rest of the afternoon has in store. Hello, happy Friday. Yeah, busy day yesterday. I was absolutely exhausted after all that, but it's good. I'm trying to build up my kind of stamina for doing stuff all day before going back to work in a little bit. So today we have decided to come to the Carrying-Up shopping centre for a bit of a nosy and to maybe pick up a few kind of winter staples. And then I have a haircut this afternoon. So our time at Carrying-Up has been cut slightly short by the fact that it took us 20 minutes to park and then 10 minutes waiting in a queue for me to get a scooter. So I actually love like the autonomy that you get from riding a electric kind of, I don't know what you call them, scooter around. Yeah, it just feels great having, you know, every step's painful. I have to sort of rely on other people to get me around. But when I'm in an electric scooter, I am working off my own steam. So yeah, just looking to get a couple of maybe little wardrobe staples, sort of Kmart, Uniqlo, Cotton On, H&M, nothing too fancy, but just some new clothes for the changing climate. Correction, there is no Kmart at Carrying-Up, so I'm going to try Big W instead. I don't think I've ever bought anything from Big W, so first time for everything. So that was a moderately successful shopping run, and now it's haircut time, so let's go and sort this mop out. Hello. So yes, I have had my haircut. I've been going to George and Ivy in East Fremantle, and I think they've actually got another branch opening in kind of downtown Fremantle soon. So yes, they were actually recommended by a friend of my hairdresser in Aberdeen, so they were recommended to me, and I can definitely recommend them to anybody else who's looking for a hairdresser. And obviously I've had more than just my hair done. I put a bit of slap on for the first time in absolutely ages, and Jamie and I are going on a little date night. Now, we've had quite a bit going on that we haven't even spoken about on here. Yeah, I won't say too much on this vlog, but we are just really looking forward to a date night and spending some time together, and starting kind of a new chapter, I guess that's a good way of putting it. We're starting a new chapter. We're both feeling a lot better, and yeah, I've got makeup on for the first time. I'm really feeling like myself and just really, really looking forward to a glass of wine with my husband, where we're both feeling basically happier than we've felt. Oh, I'm gonna get emotional. Basically happier than we've felt since we landed, which is massive. So let's go and get a glass of wine. Good morning. What a lovely evening that was. That wine bar was Besk in Leederville was just absolutely stunning. Very, very busy, which is great because sometimes you go out in Perth and you're the only person sat in the bar because everybody's asleep already, but that was absolutely heaving, and yeah, great to have a bit of atmosphere. And then today we are off to a few home opens, so we're very much in the kind of soul searching part of the house hunt. I can't remember if I said that before, but you know, we know approximately what our budget is now, and we are just trying to decide whether that's going to be a tiny flat by the beach, or whether it's going to be a bigger flat closer to the city, or it's going to be a mansion a 45-minute drive north. So yeah, today we are going to some of the more closer to the city options just to see how they feel and get just a feel for the area. But if you have any hints or tips that we should be sort of paying attention to while we are doing our house purchase, then please put them in the comments. We have bought a house before, but the rules in Scotland were totally different and the process completely different, so yes, we're kind of going at it a little bit blind, so any help anyone could give us would be very, very much appreciated. But yes, let's see what these flats look like and feel like. Well, that is us home sweet home. I don't think we found our forever home on that particular excursion, but I think it was worthwhile. Just picked up on some things that maybe we like and we don't like. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see where we go, and we'll probably make a whole separate video once we start pulling our socks up and getting a bit more serious about it. And it is now Saturday afternoon, which means it's basically been a week since I started this vlog. So I think I will sign it off here. It's been, I guess, yeah, the first proper wintry sort of video I've made, so hopefully it's given you a bit more insight into what winter is like here in Perth. And otherwise I will catch you in the next video. Please do all the good things, like, comment, subscribe, really helps, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next video. Bye!